everyone. It's Monday, November the 18th, 2024. I am Doug. It's time once again to play some Wordle. Today, my tech guy Tim writes in, word roast. Ooh, there we go. We're going to have ourselves a good old roast here on today's episode of Wordle. By the way, we have a lot of new viewers I've seen from my analytics that have joined, probably because they've found the channel from a lot of really tricky words. Welcome aboard. Please consider subscribing to the channel if you found this stuff to be entertaining. It helps us a lot. You know the drill. I appreciate that. Let's try roast and see what we get today. Ooh, not bad. That came out pretty well. We have an A in position in the middle and an R out of position. Okay, I like the way that tastes. Won't be sending it back. All right, so we can go for we can go in a lot of different directions here. Let's see what makes sense. I feel like for some reason my instinct is to move that letter R over one. And how about CRA? So things like craft don't work. Crank could work. Because we would, so crank is possibly an interesting go-to on the second guess. The letter C, the letter N, the letter K, not too bad. And again, there's something about that letter R. I don't know why. Sometimes what you'll find as you watch this is that I get weird voices in my head, and sometimes I get very lucky with them. So I tend to defer to said voices. So if something is telling me to put the R in the second spot, so we're going to do that. And we'll, never know, could be the answer, right? Is the answer to today's puzzle the word crank? No, it's not, but oh, look at that. I'm telling you, it's just uncanny, and sometimes it scares me. But when I get these weird things telling me to do it, I tend to listen. So, all right, there we go. We have two in the green category now. So we have, the other thing to keep in mind here, we do have 3 classic vowels unevaluated. So I have to keep that in mind. Like brain. Here's a good one. So my mind works so fast, and I try to keep up and give you guys kind of an accounting of where my brain is. I see possibilities with, I don't think the U is a factor here. I see possibilities with the vowel E and I. So with I see something like the word grail is a possibility. With E, I see something like the word brave. Or grade. Now, here's why I like to go with, when everything else being equal, if I have a couple different roads to go down, if there's a common letter, I tend to like that. So in the case of, like, say, for example, grave versus grail, I think that's kind of to use a baseball term, a fielder's choice, because they're both about the same in terms of the commonality of the IL versus VE. So I guess I'll go with the first word that came into my mind there, which is grail. I actually feel strangely pretty good about this, because if that G comes up as gray, well, we could also shy away from grave and, anything else with the G. It kind of, maybe brave, something like that. But I think grail is good because it's going to rule out a lot of different directions if it's not correct. And it could be the answer. So let's see what we got here. Is the answer to today's puzzle the word grail? No, it's not. Oh, but look at that. Holy Toledo. Not upset here. We have RAIL all in position. So what I like to do here, because I've acted in too much haste before, I carefully look here at the unused letters on the board, but first always make sure that there's no doubles. Obviously, there's no double with R, A, I, and L. None of those fit, so we can really focus just on the unused letters on the board, of which frail and frail. I think we've got it down to frail here. I think we can comfortably say that we've solved this mystery in 4 guesses. Let's make it official and close it out. Is the answer to today's puzzle the word frail? Yes, it is. And of course, again, for those who are kind of new to the channel, I do say, yes, it is when we get to the correct answer to a given Wordle puzzle. So there you go. Hopefully you'll come to love the little nuances here of the channel. Well, folks, another tradition we have is talking about what we did in the comments for the day's Wordle. It's a fantastic, vibrant, fun, one of the most fun comment sections on YouTube, if I may be so bold, and it's because of all of you. Good times, so check it out. Let us know how you did. Give me your favorite starting words. You know the drill. Once again, please consider liking the videos on a daily basis as you watch them. It helps us out tremendously. Costs you nothing, except maybe about a second of your time, and I do appreciate that. Tomorrow is Tuesday. I'll give you a sneak preview, as I tend to do here, of what we're going to go with as a starting word, is a reward for people who watch all the way to the end. So this is going to be an interesting one. We're going to have maybe a food-based Wordle tomorrow. We're going to start with the word penne, which I believe like the pasta, penne, P-E-N-N-E, P-E-N-N-E. Say that 10 times fast. So looking forward to that. Well, folks, as always, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow for some more Wordle.